Morning. Saturday morning. Welcome. 7:53 in the AM. 54. We're going up to 67. We have rain 5 o'clock tonight to 9 p.m. And we have our pollen alert, which is, where are we at? 8.4. Keeps going down. Ain't that something? Grab a cup of Joe. Let's go. Okay. Still too early to tell if Sean's getting paroled today. What it was coming down to was they were trying to get him into a rehab close to his house, which pretty much means the rehab that my mom was in, because it's close to their house. So, insurance company agreed to pay for the uncle's rental until Monday. So he does not owe the $500 for being 2 weeks late or anything of that nature. So we'll see what happens on Monday. Will he have another car by then? Because he did go the other day. He went to the Chevy dealer here in town that we've done business with for many, many years, and looked at a couple of tracks, the little crossover SUV, whatever you want to call them. I call them little grapes because they look like a grape. They're shaped like a grape. But man, they're expensive. They're $35,000. It's like, yeah, well, I said I won't tell you that when we got Cindy's tracks before she passed, we only paid $22,000 for it. Welcome to the economy. I gotta do something with that light. Ooh. Did it? No. I gotta do something with that light. I think there's a switch up there. Anyways. And then, 14% interest. That's outrageous. Welcome to the economy. Of course, you could always, in my mind, because, it hasn't been confirmed, but I think he's sitting on a bundle from where he sold his house. But Mom says, no, he doesn't have that anymore. Well, anyways, I think he could pay cash. I mean, when he was selling his house, there were so many scenarios about getting another house up here and yada, yada, yada. But none of that happened. Sorry, got distracted for a minute there. Anyways, date night went great, as always. So, I don't know. Nothing going on today. Except for, oh, well, When I left here last night, my uncle and my mom were deciding on what they were going to do for dinner, yada yada yada. And I said, well, I'm closing the garage up because I got uh, expensive stuff in here, if you know what I mean. Uh, so when you get done playing landscape foreman out here, you can put the stuff away, but make sure you close the garage when you leave. Now I got home. He just piled all his tools and everything right up by the garage door. Anybody could, I mean, the sledgehammer over here that we got, it's got to be over 100 years old because it came from my grandfather, my father's father, and then my dad had it, and now we got it. Has to be over 100 years old. And it's like you don't leave. I mean, you're not in the country anymore. You don't leave stuff out because it'll walk away. 5-year-old. You never grew up from 5 years old. That's all there is to it. Hard headed. It's going to be his way or no way. And just between me and you, keep this quiet now. He's really getting on my nerves. That's all I'm saying. You didn't hear it from me though. Okay. Yesterday's question of the day: apples or oranges? Oranges win. Kind of figured it would. Oh. Today's question of the day: if the world went to pot and there was only two auto manufacturers left, Ford or Chevrolet, which brand would you buy? Now, all the used cars in the world are gone. The government took them away from us. They tried that. They tried that back in the day where they gave you credit if you junked your gas guzzler. You remember them? Those days. Yeah. Okay. All the used cars are gone. You can only buy a new Ford or Chevy. Which one would you take? Now, let me put my disclaimer in. My father worked for General Motors. My uncle, he retired out of General Motors. So we get a employee discount. I would still buy a Ford. I was a Chevy guy for many, many years until they all had to go to the government and get bailed out, except for Ford didn't get bailed out. I switched to Ford. So that's my answer. What be yours? Put it down in the grease rack, and we'll discuss it on Monday because I think I'm going to take a Sunday off from doing videos. Okay? Life's a highway. Go drive it. Every day is a school day. If you're not learning, you're being left behind. I'll see. Oh, weather's looking a little sketchy for Monday. If there's no wind, I'll be out. If it's going to be windy, can't make no promises. Okay? Peace. Wake up.